Guys, this is not your first gig in Croatia. Actually, yesterday you played in Split, so tell me about the gig. How did it go?
It was really amazing because we didn't actually know what to expect from this gig because it was on Monday, because we didn't know exactly how was the scene in the city and how was the club. So it was just everything like a big mystery, but it was interesting. It was a thrilling thing after all. And in the end, when we saw that it was more than 200 people, I think there was between 200 and 300 people, and the place was definitely cool. It was a great experience. And moreover, I have to say that the audience was incredible, because I think I've never seen such an audience, because it was really wild, really passionate. It gave us a lot of positive feelings, and it was a great experience. Also because it was our very first concert abroad, and so it was a really special thing in many different ways.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Please tell me, you play some kind of symphonical black metal, right?
Yeah, more or less.
How did you end up on tour with death metal such as Dismember?
Well, there is a strange thing in a way. The main reason is that the tour manager of this tour, Alex Azzali, is also the producer of our last album. So he got the opportunity of arranging this tour, and he got the idea of asking us if we wanted to join it, because he knows that we have this album to promote. We still have to find a good record deal for it, and so it was a very good opportunity for us to play in Italy and abroad, and to make our name be known, and so possibly end up with a good deal. We hope so.
Okay, so your first album came out like 10 years ago. What have you been? What have you been doing in those 10 years?
We have we always played. We always went on with band's activity. The problem is that for about 2 years, between 2000 and 2002, the band was almost not on hiatus, but almost, because we didn't have both the guitarists were missing, so we played some gigs here and there with session musicians, but we didn't have a stable lineup, so we weren't able to work in a proper way, and to just do some gigs here and there and nothing more. Then he entered the band in like 2003, and we worked for about 4 years on this new album, which we recorded last year. And while our first EP was published actually in 1998, so it was 9 years ago actually. Yes, you were right. Oh, you were right anyway. 9 years, and it was the reprint. Basically, it was the reprint of the demo tape that was published 1 year before. And it sold quite well, I have to say, and I'm surprised to notice that nowadays on the internet I've seen that a lot of people consider it like almost a cult release. I've got in contact with people from Australia, from the USA, from Singapore, from Japan, that know us and consider us like almost a cult band. It's really strange to me, but I've noticed this thing, and I'm glad that after all these years, people still remember us, and it's interested in what we're doing even after all these years.
Did record a new album now?
Yes. Last year the recording sessions more or less lasted almost 7 months. And it's a really particular, strange album. I think that the definition symphonic black metal doesn't suit us perfectly anymore, because on the album there are a lot of strange, particular influences. It's a kind of experimental release, even if we wanted to maintain the violent and aggressive edge of black metal, but trying to put into our music a lot of experimentation and particular influences, because we don't listen only to black metal but to several different types of music. So we wanted to try to mix these external influences in our music and try to do something new, something personal.
So your style changed?
Yes, a style change also because, as we say, 10 years have passed, so everything changes. We have grown as people, of course. We used to be like 17, 18, and now we are 28, so of course this, in a way or another, affects your music and affects the things you do, the way you think. And it's a really particular album. A couple of guest stars have starred in it. For example, Wellness Perversion from cult band Mortuary Drape, and Alpha Z from Ancient, which have been both great friends of us since a long time. And also there have been a really prestigious apparition of the National Radio Orchestra from Bulgaria, Sofia, which played on three tracks.
There's a new scene, a bigger metal scene emerging in Italy now. How come Italy doesn't have any really international names, say, like, except for Lacuna Core? I don't think there are a lot of bands.
Yes, there definitely. There have always been, actually. Maybe now with the internet it is easier for foreign people to get in contact with Italian bands and to know about Italian bands, because has always been a kind of strong and interesting scene in Italy. The problem with Italy, basically, I think that there are many problems. Unfortunately, the main problem maybe is due to our jobs, and because like a person from Germany or from Sweden, more or less, is able to leave the job for some time, maybe for a couple, 2 or 3 weeks, and tour, maybe do a European tour, things like this. For an Italian person, this is almost impossible, and we all know that touring is the primal thing to be known and to get your name around. So if you aren't able to play around, if there aren't good labels in Italy, because there are just a few good labels in Italy, the others are not reliable, honestly, and so you cannot have a good support from your own country, from labels from your own country, and you should try to awake the interest of a foreign label, but this is not possible. This is difficult because you don't do tours. If you don't do tours, foreign labels don't consider you, and so it's like a vicious circle. And unfortunately, a lot of Italian bands end up just playing in Italy or doing just some small festival because it is technically impossible to have the same kind of opportunities that other bands from other countries have. And there should be other problems, of course, but this argument could be very, 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 very long.
Okay, anyway, now you are touring, and I wish you all the luck, and thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you.